Today I'll be sharing with you the before and after of my latest centerpieces. I hope you enjoy the video. For this measuring cup, I had this cute little skiing polar bear that I got from Michael's quite a while ago. It had several of these little figurines. And so I put him in a really winter wonderland with these two white bottle brush trees. I also played off his red scarf and hat with this red berries in the background. And I wanted to keep it really frosty, like he's skiing through the woods. I wanted to keep the vintage feel of this little measuring cup, so I had this vintage drummer boy ornament, and I just cut the string off the top of his head and kept with the gold colors to match the top of his hat and his little drum. I used items I also thought looked a little bit more vintage, like these greenery stems with some like little crystals on there, so I think he turned out really precious. For the two little teacups, I had the perfect little things, a little snowman and a little gingerbread girl. For the snowman, I kept it nice and frosty with the white greenery in the background with like some flocking, some white pip berries, and a tiny little bottle brush tree and one a little bit bigger. And also I just used the buffalo snow on the bottom. For this one, I did more, played off the brown color, so I had my Spanish moss and just did a normal greenery with a little bit of white and red because her dress is white and red. These, again, so tiny but so cute, definitely can put things in tiny things. I used this little snowman for this little tin because his blue and white hat matched the tin down here, and I actually recently got him at an antique tractor show. He was in a big bin of snowmen, so I picked up a few of them. And of course, playing off the white snowman and the little white spots on his hat and scarf, I did a white bottle brush tree with some metal snowflakes and just some little metal sprigs in the background. Really not using very many items, but really, really cute. These two cocoa tins turned out so fun. I absolutely think they're adorable. And it just goes to show that even if you have something really tiny, you can put some large, tall things in there and it still makes a substantial piece. Of course, with all the red and white, I made it very peppermint-like, and I just think they turned out so cute. Hopefully somebody else will like them, and especially with the little Minnie and Mickey pictures on the front. They're just so precious. This is another snowman that I got from the same tractor show and in another measuring cup. Sifters and measuring cups really do go over well, especially if you're decorating your kitchen, or honestly could just go anywhere in your house. But because he had more of a dark burgundy hat and scarf, I thought he looks like a little woodsy kind of guy. So I put him in with just some plain greenery, some more of those cute mushrooms, and a couple of pine cones. I think he turned out really, really sweet. This one might be one of my favorites. It's just so different and unique. The cup isn't even a measuring cup. It just has, a plain silver look to it. But I made this with a little fairy. She's holding a little strand of garland, and I put her in a little mushroom forest. I have these little sparkly diamonds that are hanging down, this giant mushroom behind her, and these two small ones. I like the mushroom trend too, but I never really thought that it would work with Christmas, but I think it turned out so sweet and so pretty. I really love the glisten, I love the white, I love the red. I just think it's so different. And she's a little fairy, by the way. She has little wings back in there. So just so cute. Now we're getting into some of the bigger things, and how can you go wrong? It's Coke, it's Santa, it's Christmas, it's red, it's white, it's just perfect. I just think this one's so cute. Also one of my favorites. I went ahead and did more of a vintage feel for this one too, so I used the little vintage pick Santa. I thought this ball brush tree, the colors look very vintage to me. Also the little poinsettia up here in the front. Because Coke is so known for their red and white, I did peppermints and candy canes again, and of course Santa Claus. And I just love this so much. This is going to be one where we're going to be like, why did we sell that? Why didn't we just keep that for ourselves? Because I like this one a lot. And again, as you're watching these, tell me in the comments down below if you have a favorite centerpiece. This little tea tin, it doesn't even have to be related to tea. Whenever you have something that has a word written on there, people just love the tin itself, and then you can decorate it really however you want. So I don't, of course, have a tea Christmas decoration, but I do have this adorable little snowman, and I also love the little cardinal on his head. He was a Christmas ornament from Hobby Lobby, and I just removed a little hanger, and then again played off his white and red colors. Very woodsy with the large berries and these white stems. I think this one turned out really pretty. And these two items came as a set, and I have coffee next. Again, does not have to be coffee related. Do not have a coffee themed Christmas item, but these I've had, I don't know, years and years. These like Nordic Christmas trees that are stuffed. They were from Hobby Lobby. And I am so glad I used them. I think they turned out so precious, just two in this little tin together. I also did some medium-sized and larger pine cones with the red berries in the background. I think it's really, really pretty. I really love these together. I think they'll look really nice in my craft booth. I put this little barn or cabin in this gray and white tin from Hobby Lobby. I really liked how they complemented each other. They matched each other perfectly. This little house or barn I got from Walmart. Walmart, year after year, you know, it's hit or miss. Sometimes they have really cute things. Sometimes their things are, you know, they're okay. They just change up their styles. I did look recently at Walmart, and it looks like there's going to be some pretty cute things, but of course, I always wait until after Christmas to get things. So, you know, don't put Walmart to the side. Walmart's a pretty good place to get some Christmas things after Christmas or even before if you're crafting. But anyway, I really wanted to play off the frosty look, like there's just been a fresh fallen snow. It's really cold wherever this house or cabin is. And so I used this flocked greenery, some white kind of iridescent shiny pips in the background, and some more of these little crystals that I had, and some flocked greenery also in the front with just one little pine cone there. And I usually like to put a little gap right here to make it look like you could walk right up to the building. But I think this one turned out really cute. It does have a handle. I'm not going to use the handle. But yeah, another large significant craft piece. These last few are going to be the wooden boxes that my dad built, and then we just fill them with foam and decorate them. This, of course, is a nativity scene. I just got this nativity scene this year at Hobby Lobby. I feel like it was a new Christmas ornament. I don't remember ever seeing it there before, but I really loved how nice it was, but simple. It's easy to craft with. It's just a flat metal silhouette of the Holy Family. And we have back here a Christmas tree. This is actually a Christmas tree from Hobby Lobby. I just remove it from the little burlap sack. And anytime I have something that's brown, this is kind of a rusty metal. It's not actually rusty. It's not going to get all over you or anything. It just looks rusty. Anytime I use something brown, I just think gold looks really nice. So this is a nice light gold color back here. There's also a couple gold berries here in the front. And again, I wanted it to be very beautiful, lots of white, lots of sparkle, because it really makes this silhouette here in the front pop. I think it's beautiful. And now for one that's just so stinking cute. I mean, look at that little bear in the woods. I have another bear, so who knows if this one sells, I might have to make another one. But I just thought a wooden box with a little teddy bear was just perfect. And with the bottle brush tree in the background, lots of different greenery, the little mushrooms again. I mean, how cute, how stinking cute. This is just so cute. Also, incredibly soft, like it feels like my cat. But anyway, I just think this one's turned out so pretty with the pip berries, the pine cones, the variety of greenery, and of course the little bear peeking his head out. I just think it's adorable. I got this barn for the first time this year also at Hobby Lobby when I visited a giant Hobby Lobby and I did a craft haul video. And I remember somebody was excited to see how I used these barns. And so this is one of the centerpieces that I made. I have another barn that I'm just going to hold back for either later this year or next year. But I really love this one too. I love all the different greenery, the red, the white, the little bottle brush trees. I also used a really giant bottle brush tree here in the background and more of a medium size to really make it look like this is in the woods somewhere. I also again used some pine cones just scattered around, made a little pathway up to the barn. And with these really pretty sparkly berries, got these at the Hobby Lobby also. I put some more white ones down here and I'm just going to zoom in. Whoop, too fast. Zoom in a little bit so you can see it up close a little bit more. And this should be my last brand new centerpiece for this year, and it also happens to be the biggest one. I mean, this is a really tall, large piece. This is a really large Christmas tree from Hobby Lobby. Got this reindeer one year, a few years ago after Christmas at Hobby Lobby also. And with the black and white plaid, I wanted it also to just play off those white colors with flocking. This has a little bit of gold, these persimmon berries. This also is the same berries I used in the barn centerpiece with some flocked large pine cones. Because this is so big, you can use larger items in it. And I just really like it. I think this one also turned out to be really, really beautiful. And this concludes showing you all of my brand new centerpieces for this year. If you want to see other centerpieces, I've had them in other videos on my channel as well. The next video you will see after this one is actually going to be my craft booth tour of 2025. I did one last year and everybody enjoyed seeing how the craft booth was set up and all of the ornaments on display and centerpieces on display. So that's going to be the next video after this one. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.